For 6 years, I spoke in a whisper. If you would have told the younger me that avoided presentations at all costs, that I would be on stage by choice, I probably would have laughed and hidden under my desk. When I was 7, I literally woke up one day and my voice was gone. Could you imagine having something important to say and all that comes out is a whisper? Forget speaking up in class. I had full-blown anxiety before my name was even called. Prank calls? Impossible. Did you order 7 pizzas? They'd respond, Galit, is that you? Do you believe that people even had the nerve to ask if I smoked? Really? I was 7 years old. The voice that you hear me speak in today is not the voice that I was born with. After numerous doctor's visits, I was told I had a growth on my vocal cord. Come back when you're 16, the doctor said, and you can have surgery to sound normal again. Slowly, after being pulled out of class twice a week for speech therapy, that was fun, I turned my whisper into a voice. At 13, I finally had one. At 16, surgery became an option. I shocked everyone because I said no. What I once saw as my biggest flaw had become my superpower. Ladies, are you tracking with me? Yes. Oftentimes I'm told that I make getting on stage look easy. What people don't usually know is that I have crushing anxiety from the second I get on the stage. So why do I do it? Because if I have the opportunity to influence one woman in the audience to recognize the power of her voice, my job is done here. So I found my voice literally at 13, but figuratively it took a lot longer. When I was 22, I started my business in commercial real estate, where the average agent was male and over 40. Here comes 22-year-old blonde me walking into my first investor meeting. I took my first step into the conference room, and Mr. Investor said, "Dear, would you grab me a cup of coffee?" I didn't flinch. I didn't say a word. I let my voice be the power. But first, I turned around to my assistant. I said, "Amy, would you do me a favor? Grab Mr. Investor some coffee." And then I took my rightful seat at that table. And my voice was what showed who was in charge. Fast forward to a few months ago. Another investor meeting. I walk in with my team of 3 sitting to my left, which were all men, including my oldest son. Mr. Investor is sitting in front of me. I'm talking about a $100 million deal. And every time he had a question, he looked over at the men sitting next to me. They didn't say a word. I was the lead. I responded to every question politely. Meeting was over. My oldest son came up to me and said, "Mom, that was BS the way he discredited your voice." I said, "Son, I appreciate you for noticing. What a good job I did as your mom." Sorry, had to say that. And then I said, it's not about the reaction. It's about allowing the power of your voice to be and show that you are in charge. Maybe you've never physically lost your voice, but have you ever silenced yourself, held back your truth, swallowed what was important to you because you were worried what somebody else might think? Hear me now. Your voice matters. We don't need more perfect voices in this world. We need authentic ones. Ladies, out of your seats. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hands in the air. Repeat after me. My voice matters.
My voice matters.
My story matters.
My story matters.
I matter.
I matter.
If the girl that spent most of her life whispering is standing here before you, speaking on over 60 stages, and has sold over $700 million in commercial real estate. Your voice has the power to unlock your dreams. Thank you.